Alright guys, hello again. Welcome back to Starsector modded Empire playthrough. And when we left off, we just finished doing a bounty. Or a bounty was just on the way to the mission we got from our guy. We'll set back over to here. We found that mining station as well and got a decent amount of loot. There's a ship. And if anyone has commented and doesn't see their name yet, it's just because I've got a couple of episodes ahead. Or I record a couple ahead, so it might be a little while till you guys see your stuff popping up on the actual gameplay. But let's head back down and catch up and take out our contract. So I hope everyone's doing well. Been pretty busy. Work is like usual. Work and lots of hours. Oh, and I finally got hit by a hyperspace storm, which is annoying. So do that, and it just tosses us off to the side, and it doesn't really do as much damage as getting hit by a asteroid, but it does a bit of damage. And that's why when you see me go through the clouds, I tend to try and slow down, because then you can fly through without any issues. All these. Oh, that was loud. We got a gem. Wow, already. Hegemony and Tritech are already at war, and they took a planet. Huh. Tell actions. And you can see Black Sun's already hostile to us, which I think is default just because they're pirates, so I don't really think it really matters much there, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Luddic Path hates us as well. Zon, pirates. Yeah, sometimes, I'm not really sure the way the game works with a lot of the mods, but some factions are kind of just default. But it was Hegemony. Yeah, already got a lot of enemies, look at that. And we are Empire, where are we at? Empire, yeah. Black Sun, Luddic Zon, so not too many enemies right now, luckily. Yeah, so, oh wow, look at that. First Order allied with Hegemony. That's interesting. Huh. Probably should have checked it before. Yeah, I've never really done the flat relations before, really, but it is interesting to see how that RNG works. The Aurora one's a fun one. That's an interesting faction to play when you get the mod for it. They're fun. Some pretty cool ships and some fighters. Very fighter-centric. So sort of like the Diable Alliance in the lore of Star Wars. And here's our target system. Jump in. Oh. Remnants. Supply cache, that's useful. Are they going to come after us? No. Good. I jump back out. Autopilot does that sometimes. That's annoying. What do we got here? Yeah, look at that. That's good. And we are not over our supplies yet, so that is also good. So let's see if we can find our bounty. Oh, yep, there they are. Didn't charge after us again, which, kind of annoying. It's nice to get them to weaken themselves a bit, but they don't have much here that's really too deadly. The Zavai Hunters can be mean, but like I said, beginning of the game, everyone's going to be low level. At least most of the guys are going to go once for these things, so it's not too bad. So we'll drag you, and maybe had it out in a while. I don't think we've had that out yet. We'll bring in just for shits and giggles, we'll bring in the immobilizer and our small guys. And we'll have Vigil guard him, Gazanti guard us. And for anyone that doesn't really follow the lore too much, but knows some stuff, the Gazanti was actually Admiral Thrawn's first Imperial command, which is kind of neat. these guys out.
Let's do some damage.
Send our fighters in. Should be able to rip through these guys fairly quick. Once our guys go in there with the proton torpedoes, it goes pretty quick. Take out the big guy. Let some flux go down. Pull our fighters back real quick. Yeah. You guys got enough point defense, he's tearing our fighters to pieces. No reason to lose more pilots and have to buy more crew. Or hire more crew, I guess, at least, yeah. Now, they are imperial subjects, so they can't really buy them, because they can't be slaves, because they're not Wookiees. Come on. Set up some missiles, then set our fighters with the missiles. That way they can draw some... Missiles can draw some point defense. Can't quite break his tank. Doing alright, but not us there to support them. They're not quite strong enough to deal with them. So we'll take care of some of the smaller guys and let him get drawn back in, like that. There we go. And as you see, even slow missiles like that, our point defense can't really do much to them. One of our fighters ate it for us, though, so that works.
Squadron, move out.
Well, we gotta get him. So, fortunately, fighters are gonna have to go in. The guys with shields can take the fire for a bit until our bombers get in there. And there we go. Yeah, they're killing him. There we go.
Escorting.
Call them back. Anyone left? Got one left. T-Ed. We're way ahead. That's why I didn't see him. Oh, they got him. Okay. And no reason to chase down those little guys, so let them go, since we got our target. Not gonna take any ships, and we will take that. Alright, and don't want to dump that. I think the most worthless stuff we got is just the metals, so we'll dump what we need of that to get our cargo back to regular. And there we go. Well, now let's see what's floating on the planet over here. Oh, yep, LunaLib. That's definitely what we do not want to get right now, because we don't have the cargo or the scavenging stuff for that. Weapons cache? Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, ship some of those as well. Don't want it. Cargo. Blueprint for guns. That's good. So we'll take all that, and we use enough stuff repairing to get our cargo back down. So let's inventory, learn that one. I'll have to remember that laboratories here. I'll probably forget though, but don't have the cargo capacity or the skills right now to make that worthwhile. And I think we are not at war with anyone, right? The Republic, yeah, we're good. So if we wanted to, we could stop off at the Republic and see what they got. Might get lucky, get a cheap acclimator or something. So we got decent paydays from doing all those things, or those bounties, so, and the longer route, you know, we get more income from the Empire from our commission. What do we got here? Nebula Civilian Transport. First, that's the Vanilla Nebula, yeah. So I don't want it, but we can salvage it for some money. And back to Kashyyyk. Luddic, well, they tend to run, they can freak out occasionally. On. No one's attacking us. Go to Kashyyyk. So we can sell this stuff. Keep that for now. Keep that for now. There we go. And these don't take up much room. Yeah, it's just one each. Yeah, so we can keep those for now. Sell a little bit of this. We needed 80 for that one planet if we want to do a gas giant, so keep it at 100. Let's see what they got for ships for sale. I can't afford a victory. Damage Proclamator. So it's upgraded to Acclimator essentially. Yeah, would be neat to get. Malfunction count, life spread, that's not bad. That's actually two of the better ones to have for damage to make it cheaper, but at the price we can't really afford to buy it and then outfit it, so yeah, same with any acclimators. Nice to have but can't afford, but we can afford to get a heavy freighter, which I think it's a bit more expensive here than it was on Coruscant. Should probably wait. Pelta might be nice. They are neat little ships. And salvage gantry, yes, very good, very nice to have. So I think we'll buy one of these guys. And yeah, salvage gantry increases the resources gained from salvaging. Very good. Having that on top of your skill, as you can see. Resource bonus for fleet is 34%. So that's giving us, so it decreased to 25 if we removed it, so that's giving us an extra 9%. And then if we added another one to our ship, we would get it up to 40%. And these things are cheap enough, I might just do that. Because they're only, 16k. And we'll buy those. I think we'll wait until we get back to Coruscant to get the freighters, because I'm pretty sure they were a little cheaper. And money is the one thing we need to keep track of right now. Get myself confused. There we go. Automatic. Yeah. So they only cost, cost about as much to buy weapons for as they did to buy the ship itself. So that's a pretty good deal. And I think they're actually a bit better than the Gazanti overall. Yeah. They just don't have the fighters. So we'll put them above the Gazanti. So that's a decent little fleet we got going so far. Oh, nice. Let me make sure I weapon groups do the assign thing for them so that if I ever swap into one, and a phone call again, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Need to remember to turn my phone on vibrate because that's probably going to deafen you guys if I do not remember to edit that out, which I will try to do. Kind of forget where I was after that call. We bought the Peltas. We're going to head to Coruscant, I believe if I remember right, to see if we can get some of those, get a cargo ship for cheaper than 140k. Here. Privateering can be good, but we don't have the fleet to really do that. I mean, we could pick and choose our targets, but doing these, you tend to go up against military patrols, which are going to be pretty big. Entertain. These can be good, but I don't want to lose one of our big ships, but we'll just do it. So yeah, so you can get, that's a lot of money. That's probably, what? Probably almost 50% more than it's worth. But yeah, we don't really want to do that because we have to get it back. shady. Oh, this is a spy, I believe. Saboteur, yeah. We don't need it because they're expensive. So you wait to get those until you have a planet. So we got that done. Let's head back to Coruscant. Actually, didn't check to see if they had any officers for hire. No, just the Merc. We don't really want to do a Merc. They're too expensive for us. What that blip was. A ship. Yeah. Tritech. Yeah, so we did some trading. That increases our reputation a bit with them. So that's another way to slowly raise your reputation with other factions. The more you trade, the more reputation you get. So doing trading, an actual trading playthrough, can work out fairly well for you, relationship-wise and money-wise, because the way it works in here in the game is what missions you get offered depends on what ships you have. So if I was flying around a bunch of cargo ships and very few military ships, we would be getting like a lot of those trade or transport type missions. That'd be an interesting mission. How far away? That's way on the other side. We could do it, but missions. So yeah, it's another way to find stuff. Is they pop on here, do equipment caches or derelict ships, or certain planets, and then that's where the technology cache is. Which that's not a bad spot to be. It'd be a long trip down there, but it's right next to some friendly areas. Go and say hi to the Aurorans. Go see some cat girls. That's the... Oh, okay, that's neat. It tells you the recent event stuff. That's cool. I don't really... To play this game, I got a decent number of hours into it in the vanilla game, but a lot of the stuff is added by Nexerelin, which takes this game to the next level. I'm still essentially trying to learn a lot of it. But it's fun. But exploration is what we wanted. So, let's equipment cache. And this is like we discovered orbital laboratory up there, so can't really do that. Once we get the supply ship, we could probably, or the cargo ship, we could probably do that. And taking out these things, which is what they basically make a small station in a random system, and they use that to, like I said, it's got the arrow pointing to Eventide, so it is, most of the pirates affecting the system are going to be supplied from that base. So you take that base out, and it will lower the number of pirates and their influence in that area until they rebuild it. But I think we'll do this. Except we got 120 days, so that should be plenty of time for us to check out down here and see what they got, and then head down there. Yes, in here, Pather now. We're a boss. So I have nothing really want to deal with there right now. Yeah, see there. Not a whole lot cheaper, but you know, every little bit does count at early game. First, let's see if our contact has anything. Nope, just bounties. So, don't want to do one of those right now, since we're going to do that equipment cache. Don't want to get distracted. I've wasted a lot of missions doing that, where you take one, then kind of forget about it in the background as you're doing stuff for other things. So we'll buy our heavy freighter, which is took half our money basically, and to refit it. We got medium, smalls. Well, I'm gonna do this one myself because I don't want to spend too much money. Because if you do the auto one and it comes with what you don't want, then you have to sell the stuff back for less than what you put into it. So since this is not going to see combat, hopefully, we can just do regular laser cannons. And then do some cheap turbo lasers, so I do some light duels. And we have expanded cargo holds, yes. And then auxiliary fuel tanks, yes. Used up all our stuff. Sign. And we have got ourselves a cargo ship and a light fuel or two. Not too much, I mean, considering what the other fuels have. The ships have for fuel. But that gives us an extra 2,600 cargo. So yeah, we really boost our cargo there. Over double. Which is good. Cargo is good. I don't think we really need any more. Well, yeah, we do need some more crew. 100. So we can do some even numbers. Help with my little autism there. For that, we need a lot more fuel going where we're going. Alright, I think we are good now. Just to take a peek to make sure I'm not missing anything else that's here that might be cheap and nice to have. Lancers aren't bad. They're really kind of squishy though. But they are really good for taking out small ships. Yeah. Capital ship used for anti-starfighter. Faulty power grid, not good. Compromised hull, not good. Mineral subsystems, also not very good. If it was one or the other, it wouldn't be too bad, but both of them, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Raider Corvette, those are alright. But I think for now, for what we got and what we're doing, I think we're fairly good on ships, because these guys will be adequate combatants. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I don't want to get myself keep getting distracted by all the shinies. So for our mission, we need to hit up this space. First we'll do an autosave, quick save. Head down that way. And head down. And depending on how long this takes, shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully, I will try and squeeze both of these, the equipment cache scanning and then the tech cache, to see if we can get to it. Might not be able to do that one because it's the one, I can't remember exactly, but I believe it has a fairly large remnant fleet guard in it, so you might not be able to take that out. Might have to save it for later. Okay. That's a difficult one to make a decision on, because overload duration by 20%, so that's pretty bad. But also, you know, like I said, flux dissipation is good. Yeah, they're smaller ships. They tend to, when they overload, they tend to die. So I'll keep the flux vents. If it's a bigger ship, then yeah, the other way might have been a better decision. But for smaller ships, when they overload, they tend to just go pop. So either way, it doesn't make much difference. So having the better flux dissipation, I think, is better for the smaller ships. And derelict ship, that's way out of our way. Gotta keep an eye on these things, because they'll pop up occasionally. We could take that, but like I said, we're kind of on a time crunch. They stay around for a bit, but probably won't last long enough for us. The exploration is derelict ship. Equipment cache is what we're doing, so nothing new there. Sorry about that, another distraction. Didn't just never get away from him. Gamma Ala. We'll check it out. Usually I tend to skip this stuff just because they tend to be sort of bad overall. No danger scans there. So nothing really worth scanning here probably. We'll do a quick circuit to see if anything pops up. Oh, there it is. That looks like more prospectors probably. Yep. Accept, and same thing again. More money is always good. And we'll head out. And they're heading back to civilized space. This is a low one. Okay, good. So if it was a medium or high, we might have an issue. Don't want it, but we can salvage it. Let's see, where is the cache at? Doesn't show on the map, so we're just going to have to find it. Oh. And this... Huh, that's just a random event. So we'll... Survey. There's some ruins. Explore. Don't want the ship. Nothing really good. We'll get these guys because we're here. That's good. Supplies. A lot of fuel. That's nice. Still nothing on the equipment cache. Hope we don't spend too much time looking for it. Maybe sometimes I tend to guard some of this stuff. I don't want to go into the sun. That's not fun. Some supply cache. Maybe this is it, hopefully. Nope. Another Pegasus battleship. What are you? Oh, yeah. Not one we want to use. Nice haul, though. So we might be able to go into Sun's Corona to get the stuff if it's in there. Yep, and of course it is. So this is gonna suck. Do it quick. Continue to explore, salvage. Oh, that's not bad. That's a nice one. And run away. As you can see, all of our ships took some... No hull damage, luckily. We weren't in there long enough for that, but all the combat readiness went down, so once we get out of the fast speed, yeah, that's expensive. Hopefully not too bad. Oh, and there's the timer. So that's it for here. So I'll go and try and get the tech cache first. Then I think I will call the episode there. Lots of remnants around here. And tech cache was way over there. Should be fine. Should have just enough supplies to get down there and hopefully not get into a fight. Oh, that's annoying. Go around this. Another derelict. Converted transport. Pod. Survivor. And we got ourselves a free officer. Okay, don't want it. Level 5 officer, so he's a bit higher up there. What is he? Reckless. Eek. Well, don't really want one of those right now. Reckless is not amazing. And we have story points, so I could try and retrain it to aggressive. Yeah, do that. That makes them a lot more useful. Alright, so they're a higher level, so... do they have any loyalty yet? No. So we can switch them without having to worry, so give them one of our better ships. And then we will give our other officer... we don't really use this one enough to make it worthwhile to throw him into that. I think these all cost 5. Yeah. And 3 medium, 5 smalls, 4 medium, 6. Speed 150. I think we might put them into a Pelta, actually. They're a bit more heavily armed. And ballistic mastery is not really great. But, you know, we'll try it. And we're early enough in game that we can swap this stuff around without having to worry too much. Even me is still indifferent to me as well. But as they gain, you know, loyalty to your officer, more trust in him, and less times you die and blow up, give you some pretty good bonuses. The further away you get from the center of the galaxy, the more annoying some of these hyperspace disturbance stuff can get. Oh, yeah, that's probably one of those pirates sitting between those trying to grab people as they show up. Definitely don't want to run into those guys because they probably are way bigger than we are. It's the other side of the system. So let's see what they got. We got a gas, desert, volcanic, rocky. Oh, what do we have here? Gatorbacker. What do you look like? Like I said, we want Star Wars ships. And some debris fields, so this might be a good one. Oh, and there's another thing. Just a regular equipment cache. It's good. Don't want that. Some more mod specs. Forgot to take that one. Alright. Got a couple of debris fields we can salvage. Some location of ultra-rich ore, which are good to keep an eye on. And that guy looks like he's got some... You can see the stuff orbiting him. Looks like he's got some ruins. Widespread. And you heard that ding in the background. That was just getting a story point and a level up, it looks like. Explore. Nanoforge. Oh, don't have any damage, so that would have been useful if we had any D-mods. Get rid of them for free. Yeah, there's that. So not an amazing haul, but good enough. And if you find them, it's also... Oh, he's got some too. We'll get that in a second. But the ruins are also good because when you put your colonies down, if you have plans to have those, you can basically like Indiana Jones them for a BPC. I don't think we have any. Well, that's going to give us more than we can probably carry. Actually, no. Oh, well, I messed that one up. Probably should have done it anyway. Would have been able to sell it for a decent chunk of change. But you can put certain facilities on there, on the planets with the ruins, and you basically sort of Indiana Jones it. You send team that just in the background sends teams to explore, and it will. Oh god, yeah, we're definitely can't take those out. This is gonna be later. Maybe if we get a Venator and a couple of victories, maybe, because these things will rip us to shreds. Definitely can't take those. Well, I'm sorry to waste your time on that one, guys, but oh well. This debris field here on the way out. See what we get out of it. Weapons cache location. See where that is. Oh yeah, we don't want to go up there. We're going to head over. Let's head to, I think Aurora is the capital of the Auroran Federation. What are you? Prospect. Oh, run. No idea what that is, but we do not want to touch it. Could have been real, or it could have been a hyperspace ghost. Got our level up, forgot about that. I think bulk transport. Trying in the early game, I tend to do stuff that affects the fleet more than my personal ship itself. Placing rate would be good since we do have fighters in a lot of our ships. Be a useful one. Before I think myself into a just freeze myself there. Oh, and they're chasing us. Definitely want to get to friendly space. You can usually get a rough idea of the size of the fleets in the scanner by how big that circle of those triangles is. So there's a trading fleet from Aurora. And I'm assuming, do we get transverse? We did. This will cost us some, but it'll be a lot quicker. This should be where all the planets are, so I'm hoping we land right. Yep, there we go. We're going to want to turn that on. I probably should have done that beforehand. If we did it fast enough, we won't get in trouble. Trade. I think their music is kind of calming. Sell all our stuff. Sell most of this as well. Let's keep it at 100 for now. There's 60 grand, and we got bonus because they have a shortage here. We can walk up on some fuel since we need to fly back to regular. There we go. So we made 20 grand profit there. Colony info, as you can see, kind of a anime looking stuff, or portraits. Fleets. Your ships are pretty cool looking. Very high in the fighters and how they work. A lot of carriers. And their fighters are pretty good too. Don't think we can really buy any until they like us a lot more. Maybe some black market. Yeah. They have a lot of fighters to choose from, and most of them are really good. And as you can see in their ordnance points cost, also quite expensive for a lot of them compared to the ones we have. If we weren't doing, like I said, a Star Wars run, most of the time I do tend to use the Auroran fighters if I have that mod installed, just because their fighters are usually about better than anything else that we can find. Here. Oh, what's this one? Ground battle. Well, since I'm doing a Let's Play, I usually skip that because I know how ground works, but we can do it. We're not going to be sticking around down here, so don't really want to do much. Yeah. Got some pretty good portraits. Also have robots as well. I think that's who's the governor of this colony over here. I believe is like a robot cat girl, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yep. And you see cat ears. The guy that made the mod definitely likes cat girls. Yeah. But nothing we want here, so we can head back up. Let's stop into Sitnalta, which is another mod, but it's basically just a gigantic free-for-all free port where you can... Everyone's welcome. You can buy and trade anything. And it's got some special stores or markets on it that let you get some stuff you usually wouldn't be able to for a price. So we'll take a look at that. Well, actually, we're kind of running out of time, so I'll probably call this here, save it, and then we will check the rest of that stuff out next time. So once again, I will see you guys later. And if any new people are watching and want to get their name in and leave a comment, if we have ships for it or officers available, we can get your name in the game. So have a good one, guys.